If you've been dating a woman and she says certain things to you, I don't care how much you like her. You should take your shoes, your pride, and your sanity and leave, because some words are not just words. They are silent alarms that tell you who she really is and how she truly views you as a man. This is not about small disagreements or harmless teasing. It's about the deeper meaning behind her words, the kind of phrases that expose her inner mindset, her level of maturity, and the amount of respect she truly has for you. Most men ignore these warning signs because they are blinded by physical attraction or emotionally invested in the idea of love. They don't want to believe that the woman they care about could be disrespecting them, so they excuse her behavior by saying she didn't mean it or it's not that serious. But the truth is that women rarely say damaging things by accident. When a woman speaks, especially in moments of frustration or sarcasm, she's revealing her truth no matter how softly or sweetly she says it. Female psychology is layered and complex. Women are masters of communication. They can tell you something with a calm tone, but underneath that softness can hide a deeper meaning that slowly chips away at your confidence and self-respect. And the moment you let it slide, you give her silent permission to keep doing it over and over again. This isn't about paranoia or overreaction. This is about awareness, because words are windows into a person's true nature. And if she says these 5 specific things, it's not just a red flag. It's a full-blown alarm that you should never ignore. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly what to listen for, why these phrases are dangerous, and how recognizing them early can save you from years of emotional confusion, wasted energy, and a relationship that drains your sense of peace. Let's begin with the first phrase, "You're too sensitive." This one is a quiet form of disrespect disguised as humor. When a woman tells you that you're too sensitive, she's usually not saying it because you're overreacting. She's saying it to avoid accountability. It's a manipulation tool designed to make you doubt yourself and question your emotional awareness. A healthy relationship should be built on mutual respect and communication. But if you calmly bring up something that bothers you and her reaction is to laugh it off or accuse you of being emotional, she isn't trying to understand you, she's trying to silence you, and that's when the real damage begins. Over time. You start questioning your own feelings. You hesitate to speak up because she's trained you to believe that your emotions are invalid, and that's how respect dies slowly, not through one argument, but through repeated small dismissals. Imagine this: you've been waiting for her at a restaurant for 40 minutes. She arrives late without calling, and you say, "I don't like being kept waiting like that," instead of apologizing. She smirks and says, "Wow, you're too sensitive." It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal, because what she just did was shift the blame from her lack of respect to your supposed weakness. And if you let it slide, you're teaching her that your time and emotions don't matter. A woman who respects you will listen to your concerns, not mock them. And if she starts labeling your boundaries as sensitivity, she's showing you that your comfort is not a priority. That's your cue to walk away with your dignity intact. Now the second phrase, "You should be more like this one," destroys attraction from the inside out when a woman compares you to another man. She's saying you're not enough in her eyes, whether she mentions her ex, her male coworker, or some random celebrity. She's implying that you're falling short. It might sound like casual talk, but psychologically, it's a seed of insecurity. Once that seed grows, it eats away at your confidence and self-worth. And here's the deeper psychology behind it. Sometimes women say it to provoke you to try harder. Other times, it's a passive-aggressive way to express dissatisfaction. But either way, it's disrespectful and manipulative. Because instead of appreciating you, she's trying to mold you into something you're not. For example, you've been busy with work and haven't gone to the gym lately, and she says you should be more like James from my office. He's always so fit and energetic. That's not a suggestion. It's an insult dressed as advice. She's not encouraging growth. She's undermining your value slowly. She turns your natural confidence into performance anxiety, and before long, you're trying to prove yourself to her instead of being yourself. And that's the moment you lose attraction. Because confidence dies when you start competing for validation. A woman who truly values you would never make you feel compared. She'd appreciate who you are while supporting who you want to become. Third comes, "I don't need you." This one sounds like independence, but it's really a power play. When she looks you in the eyes and says, "I don't need you," she's not saying she's self-sufficient. She's saying you're replaceable. In a healthy relationship, Both people should be capable on their own, but still value each other's presence. When she repeatedly says, "I don't need you," she's making it clear that she sees you as optional, not essential. And that imbalance kills emotional connection over time. You'll notice her stop appreciating what you do. She'll stop saying thank you or involving you in her decisions. She'll behave as if your presence doesn't change anything. And that's when you start feeling. Invisible men can sense when a woman values them, and when she's pretending this phrase is not strength, it's detachment. Independence says, "I'm capable on my own, but I value what you bring into my life." Detachment says, "I can replace you anytime." The moment you feel that energy, it's time to reevaluate, because no man should invest deeply in someone who treats his presence like a convenience. Fourth, if you loved me. You with this phrase is emotional blackmail, plain and simple. It's one of the most manipulative things a woman can say, because it twists love into a tool for control. When she says, "If you loved me, you would," she's not expressing a need. She's setting a trap that forces you to choose between your values and her approval. Many men fall for this because they want to prove their love. They don't want to be seen as cold or careless. So they give in, they spend money they can't afford, they compromise their boundaries, and eventually lose themselves in the process. But love isn't about proving yourself under pressure. It's about respect and voluntary effort. Real love grows from choice, not coercion. Every time you give in to this tactic, you're teaching her that she can manipulate your emotions to get what she wants, and soon she'll use it again and again until you're living by her emotional terms instead of your own. The next time you hear "if you loved me," you would stop and ask yourself, is this love or manipulation? Your answer will tell you whether she's your partner or your controller. Finally, you're lucky to have me. This one is subtle but toxic. When a woman says "you're lucky to have me," she's not giving a compliment. She's positioning herself above you. She's implying that you should feel grateful for her presence, as if she's the prize and you're the one who got lucky. At first, it might sound playful or teasing, but it's not. It's psychological conditioning. She's planting the idea that she's out of your league and you need to keep proving yourself to keep her. That's the start of an unbalanced relationship where you keep chasing validation and she keeps withdrawing it. Real love doesn't make you feel inferior. It makes you feel appreciated. Both partners should feel lucky to have each other, but when she constantly reminds you of your supposed luck, she's showing that she values ego more than equality. If you accept that mindset, you'll spend the entire relationship trying to earn what should already be mutual. Gentlemen, here's the truth. Most men don't lose women because they weren't good enough. They lose women because they ignored the early signs of disrespect. Once respect is gone, love becomes meaningless. A woman can love you and still leave you, but she will never leave a man she truly respects. If those 5 phrases are showing up in your relationship, it's not love anymore. It's a slow breakup waiting to happen. You deserve a woman who speaks life into you, not one who erodes your peace with passive disrespect. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever been told one of these phrases, and how did it play out? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might wake another man up before it's too late. And remember, the next video will uncover the hidden psychological tests women use to measure a man's strength without him realizing it. You might think you've never been tested, but you're about to find out how wrong you are. So hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because awareness is the first step to power, and real strength begins with understanding.